All right, Attorney Joseph F. Halloran. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Joe Halloran, and with me today is Benjamin Pachito, and we're with the Jacobson Law Group in the Twin Cities. We are a majority Indian-owned law firm, and we are a Indian economic enterprise.
Put it up closer to your mouth.
I'm sorry. We're a majority Indian-owned law firm. We represent tribal governments. That's what we do. We don't represent non-Indians making money on the backs of tribes. We represent tribal governments. They're agencies, commissions, courts, law enforcement departments. Our practice goes from contract litigation to treaty litigation, child welfare to cultural resources protection, and NAGPRA enforcement. Intellectual property to straight up governance work and institution and infrastructure building. The last 3 years, we just wrapped up work with the Department of Interior Office of Tribal Justice, working with tribes across the country to build strategic plans for their courts that are then used to inform Department of Interior funding, additional one-time funding to build court infrastructure. So we have a broad base practice. We work for tribal governments, and that's all we've done since the existence of the firm. I started out before thanking the committee members for having us here. Appreciate that. The membership, and I especially want to thank the elders for permitting me to speak to you all today. So thank you very much for that. 3 things that you should know about the firm. One is that footprint that I spoke of. If you engage this firm, we will cover every area of aspect or every area of practice that the government needs representation in, from litigation in a federal courthouse to advocacy in Washington, D.C., to advocacy before the Department of Interior, Bureau of Indian Affairs, and working with you in building infrastructure right here at home to serve tribal members and tribal member needs. Number 2, is that one of the goals of our firm has been to efficiently deliver services to you in a very cost-effective way. And we understand that Indian country, the 2 mission points for the firm is that we understand that Indian country needs the very best in representation. But number 2 is that Indian country probably can spend their dollars better on sewer and gutter, housing, scholarships, than on lawyers. And we take that very seriously, and we take our cost control and our work with governments very seriously in controlling that. We won't work for you on things that we haven't been asked to work for. We take our direction from the government, and we do it in a very effective and efficient way to make sure that the goals of the people, as reflected by your elected leadership, are carried out. Finally, we have long relationships with our tribal clients, many of them well over 20 years. And that is in part because we give transparent, straightforward advice, practical advice, and it may not always be the answer that the government may want to hear, but it'll always be straightforward, and it's resulted in long-term relationships with our tribal clients. We've gotten to know them very well. Several of the clients that I started working for 25 years ago are still clients of the firm and have become very good friends of mine. So coverage and practice, cost control, and a commitment to this tribe, this nation, long-term are the 3 points that I wanted to share with you. And I wanted to turn it over to someone younger, smarter, and more handsome than me, who can explain to you some of the reasons why he came to the firm and some of the things that he's doing with the firm.
Thank you. My name is Benjamin Pachito. I'm an enrolled member at the Saboba Band of Lasenio Indians. Thank you for inviting us down here to speak with you. So I became an attorney because I wanted to help tribes. I wanted to help tribes give their members the opportunity that I was given from my tribe. And that's what we do at the Jakesman Law Group. We help tribes nation build. Whether it's taking land into trust or developing a much needed tribal code
3 minutes.
or representing your nation in litigation, we do those things with a mission to be help your tribe build and progress while at the same time protecting your sovereignty. Thank you, and I would love to have the opportunity to work for you.
Thank you very much for your time. We really appreciate the very warm welcome and from everyone here, and thanks again to the council.
That was Attorney Joseph F. Halloran.